The Crow Who Counted Applause, Part 2, The Exodus. When the meadow fell quiet and praise disappeared, Varek the Crow faced the thing that he feared. No claps in the wind, no voices to call, just his own echo and nothing at all. He stayed for a while on the rusted old beam, but silence grew louder than any past dream. So one cloudy morning, without a goodbye, he spread out his wings and chose not to try. He left the green meadow, the crowd, and the noise, the easy applause, and the borrowed poise. He flew far away to a valley of stone, where no one would listen, and he'd be alone. There, in the cliffs where the cold breezes pass, no audience waited, no shadows to cast. At first, he still spoke like a performer on stage, repeating old lines like a well-practiced page. But cliffs do not clap, and winds do not cheer. They only return what is honest and clear. So slowly his voice began to grow still, not forced into charm, not shaped by a will. He spoke less for others, and more just to know what thoughts were his own and which ones were show. Days turned to seasons, and something had changed. His need for approval grew quiet, rearranged. He started to notice the sky and the ground, not as a stage but as life all around. One evening he spoke, though no one was near, and for once in his life, he meant what they'd hear. No borrowed ideas, no polished disguise, just truth, plain and simple, without any prize. And though no crowd gathered, no praise filled the air, Varek felt lighter, unwatched, yet aware. For the first time his voice did not perform, it simply existed, and that was enough. The Fox Who Learned Everyone's Name, Part 2. Ruel the Fox wandered far from the flame, from forests that once used to call out his name. No voices now asked him to soften or please, no need to agree like a bendable breeze. He walked without purpose, unsure where to go, with nothing but silence and truths left to grow. One day he arrived at a meadow so small, no grand trees, no crowds, hardly anything at all. The grass was uneven, the homes worn and plain, a place often visited only by rain. The animals there worked hard every day, but struggled with troubles they couldn't quite sway. A fence left broken, a path overgrown, each problem too heavy to carry alone. Ruel watched quietly, unsure of his part. For once, he felt no need to play smart. No masks to adjust, no voices to bend, no crowd to impress, no image to tend. Just creatures in need. A rabbit dropped wood while trying to build. A hedgehog sighed with a basket unfilled. A duck looked lost near a muddied-up trail, and Ruel paused, then chose not to fail. Ruel softly, "I don't have all answers. I'm not always right, but maybe I can help, just a little, just might." He fixed what he could, though awkward at first. No speeches, no charm, no need to be versed. He listened more slowly, spoke less than before, and helped in small ways, then came back for more. Days turned to weeks, and slowly they saw. Not a fox full of tricks, but one without flaw. Not perfect in skill, nor clever in speech, but steady in effort, within quiet reach. They didn't praise loudly, didn't gather or cheer, but they welcomed him gently and kept him near. For the first time, Ruel did not need to pretend. He wasn't for everyone, just present, a friend. The Loud Beetle and the Quiet Bee, Part 2. The Shifting Winds. Seasons turned, the hive grew wide, with golden stores all stacked inside. The system Bella once designed kept every route and path aligned. Birdo still spoke, but now with care, not just to please, but truth to share. And Bella's voice, though soft and light, had learned to rise when time was right. Then one day came a restless breeze, a whisper shaking all the trees. The flowers moved, the fields had changed, the nectar paths were rearranged. Old roots failed, the colors blurred. Confusion spread in wing and word. The maps, cried the bees, they lead nowhere. The food is late, the loads aren't fair. The queen called out, we must adapt. The world has shifted, we've been trapped. We need new paths, new ways to see. Who'll guide the hive? Who will it be? All eyes turned, not loud, but slow. To Birdo first, then Bella's glow. Birdo stood, then paused mid-speech, a change in him now within reach. I have ideas, he said, it's true. But I don't see the whole like you. He turned to Bella, gave a nod. Not loud this time, but quiet, broad. Bella stepped, but doubt returned, like flickering flame not fully burned. What if I fail? What if I'm wrong? Her fear still echoed, soft but strong. But then she heard the workers say, your last plan showed us all the way. She closed her eyes, then spoke, though slow. The winds have changed, so we must flow. No fixed lines now, no single track. We need live scouts who travel back. Let bees report in shifting streams, not rigid paths but moving schemes. A murmur rose, uncertain, low. This sounds complex. Will this all flow? Birdo stepped with steady tone. This isn't hers, this is our own. Not one loud voice, not one alone, but many minds together grown. They tried the plan, it bent, not broke. A living system, Bella spoke. Scouts flew far, then circled near, adjusting paths both far and here. The hive adapted day by day, learning not just what, but how to sway. That night beneath the starlit sky, Birdo laughed, not loud, but high. You know, he said, I used to chase every smile, each nod, each face. Bella smiled, her wings at rest. And I once feared I'd fail the test. Birdo grinned, a softer sound. Turns out strength is not one kind. Bella nodded, calm and wise. It grows when truth outlives our lies. Side by side, beneath moon's gleam, the loud and the quiet built a team. Not echo now, nor silent plea, but voice and thought in harmony.